Hi everyone. I just had a quick word on my mind, and I just want to share because I know that if I go to bed and I wake up tomorrow morning, I might lose what I want to say. Like I might wake up with like a fuzzy brain and can't exactly remember what I want to say or how I want to say it. So I want to just get it done in the moment. I feel like at times it's best to get things done in the moment, because there's a way that it could come across that you want it to hit where it needs to hit. So I just wanted to just share this thought that I had in my mind, and as well as I'm gonna make an addition to that thought. So basically, I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say that if you were wondering how does any of this pertains to motherhood or parenthood, given that my channel, the name of my channel is The Breastfriendmoms, Moms, right? For those of you who do not know, I do have a written blog on Instagram, which I go more into the motherhood aspect, the science aspect, the day-to-day aspects of parenthood and motherhood. And this channel, if you don't know, this channel is an extension to that blog, which simply means that, and I have stated this before in my welcome video, so if you haven't watched that, you should go ahead and watch it. It's very informative. So yeah, this is an extension to the written blog, and so this is my journey in motherhood, and my journey looks different than others, and I just want to share my journey. But more importantly, it has everything to do with motherhood. It has everything to do with parenthood. For me, motherhood goes deeper than just the day-to-day duties. As a mother and as a parent, I am obligated, it is my duty to be the best version of myself. It is my duty to walk this path, so that I may be able to teach it to my children, to teach it to my son, so that they can teach it to their children for generations to come. Because remember, we're trying to break generational curses. We're trying to lose everything that was tied up for generations, in our generation, right? In the generations of our parents, that's tied up, and like hidden from us. We're trying to break all of that. It's a new day, it's a new age, it's a new way of doing things, it's a better way of doing things. I am walking this walk for the mother who needs the encouragement and doesn't have the strength to do it herself. And until she can do it for herself, I am sharing my journey to encourage her, to inspire her. Also, it would be an injustice. It would be an injustice if I know better and I don't do better, and I don't teach my children better. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass a little judgment here. And the reason why I'm gonna pass a little judgment, because it's of wisdom, and I think it needs to be shared. If you are a parent who teaches your children the wrong things in life, even when you know that these things are not good, you allow them to do crazy things to live a certain type of lifestyle, you're doing your children an injustice. I'm gonna say it right now, you're doing them an injustice. I have no business to pass judgment to you. I know that, but I'm giving you some wisdom advice here. You are doing your children an injustice if you do not teach them about God, if you do not teach them about spirituality. But in order for you to teach them about all of that, you have to walk the journey for yourself. Remember, parenthood is about you showing your kids right from wrong, not you telling them right from wrong. This video is a little, okay, there we go. Not you telling them right from wrong. It's about showing them. So how can you tell? And every time I think about being a good mother or being a good parent, I think about how can I tell my son to pick up a piece of paper off the floor if I walk over it every time I see it. That doesn't make much sense. How can you tell your children to do anything if you yourself are not doing it? So you have to get on the right path, not just for you, but also for your children and your children's children. Because it's not just about the right now, the in the moment. It's also for generations to come. It's also it goes far beyond just right now. And the second thing is, parenting gets overwhelming. You lose your patience. You're not perfect. You make mistakes along the way. But mistakes serves as a lesson. It serves as an opportunity to teach your children, I'm sorry. How can your child know to say I'm sorry when they've done something wrong if you don't teach them it, if you don't do it yourself? You're not perfect. So when you make mistakes, and that's one thing about me, I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be perfect. I'm not saying this like trying to be perfect. I'm simply saying that whenever I make a mistake with Levi, if I snap at him or I lose my patience or I may not have protected him like I should, I go to him and I apologize and I say, Levi, I'm sorry. I apologize to Levi when I have done something wrong, because I want him to know that it's okay to say sorry, and two, you should say sorry when you've done something wrong, when you've hurt someone. Whenever Levi does something to me, or he does something that he knows he's not supposed to do, he always be like, I'm sorry, mommy. I'm sorry. He's so apologetic. He's so sweet. He's so apologetic. But I know that comes from the fact that I come to him and I apologize. Investment on your return. So yeah, parenthood is not easy. And whether you want to admit it or not, or whether you realize it or not, but you're not walking this journey by yourself. God is with you. So if you don't believe in God, whatever it is, you're not a spiritual person, I don't care what you consider yourself as, you're not doing it by yourself. You didn't wake yourself up this morning. There's no coincidence that you're in the place that you're at. There is no coincidence ever. God is with you. This journey that you're on, whatever it looks like, whatever you're going through, whatever it may be, it's all a part of your destiny. And just always remember that a family that prays together stays together. So it's so important for you to find your footing in God, because He's going to help you navigate parenthood, marriage, relationships, all of the above. So just as we talked about yesterday, we may have a plan set for a certain goal that we'd like to obtain, but God, being who He is, comes in, He steps in, and He starts rearranging the pieces. So until we get to the point where we plan on being, we're gonna have to take a detour that's gonna set the tone for this channel. And this is setting the tone for this channel. I also want to share with you, because as I was about to go to bed, I was listening to a sermon by Sarah Jakes Roberts, and I just want to, get my mind right before I go to bed, stay focused on the goal at hand, and just keep my mind, stayed on God. And I said, and I went to the bathroom, went to use the bathroom, and I came back and I said, you know what, let me read this book before I go to bed. And I've wanted this book for a long time. So the author name is Mark Batterson, and if you know his series of book Draw the Circle, I had one of those books, the Draw the Circle one. It's a purple book, and I came across this book, and so when I read that book, right, Draw the Circle, I came across this book and this book. And we'll talk more about this book later on today, but yeah, but we're gonna talk about this for now. And I said, when I have children, I definitely want this book. So when I first read the title, when I first saw it and I read the title, I never actually went online and checked out the back of the book or anything like that. I just saw it and I said, I definitely want the whole series of the Draw the Circle series. And so I actually thought it was like short prayers that that you can pray over your children. So I said, you know what, before I go to bed, I'm gonna say a word of prayer, and I'm also gonna, but first I'm gonna read this and see, and then pray over my son and use whatever prayers that's in there. Because I thought it was just like really like short prayers, really powerful prayers that you can read. Not that I need help with that or anything. It's just sometimes you want prayers to be a certain way, you want to pray specific things, and you want to get the wording and everything right. So I thought it was like that. Anyways, but I love it so far. I'm only on the first chapter, and I'm only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th page. But he basically tells a story about parenting, and how when he put his son into bed, one of his 3 children, he put his son to bed, he forgot to put a diaper on him, and his son came into their room and was crying at the edge of their bed. And so instead of him putting him back in bed, because he was so tired, he pulled him up into their bed. And he just basically shares that there are bad news, good news, and great news about parenting. So I'm just going to read to you what the great news that he stated is, and maybe at some point we'll read the bad news and the good news. But the great news is that prayer covers a multitude of sins. And he then went on to say, you don't have to do everything right as a parent, but there is one thing you cannot afford to get wrong. that one thing is prayer. You'll never be perfect. You'll never be a perfect parent, but you can be a praying parent. Prayer is your highest privilege as a parent. There is nothing you can do that will have a higher return on investment. In fact, the dividends are eternal. Prayer turns ordinary parents into prophets who shape the destinies of their children, grandchildren, and every generation that follows. And I thought this was just so powerful because I have had this thought. So what I just stated earlier about my channel being what it is, I've had this thought for a while. It's always been a thought of mine, but I finally decided that I would, say it out loud. I will put it out there and let it be known. And it's just so powerful that I picked up this book with no knowledge of it being what it is, with my conception of what it already is, what it was going to be about. But how crazy and how amazing it is that it was exactly what I just mentioned. How important it is to pray. To pray, covering over your children's lives. It's so important to pray. If it's the one thing that we can do right, it's to pray for our children. It's to teach them about God. To teach them how important it is to have a spiritual life. To have a relationship. I'm not talking about religious. I'm talking about relationship with God. Because religion gets you nowhere. You think it's only Christians that's going to go to heaven? Absolutely not. It's only Muslims? Absolutely not. Everyone's going to get the chance to go to heaven. It's up to you if you want to take that chance. So I just wanted to share that. I'm going to continue reading this book. I don't know. Let me see how much. When is the next chapter? Okay, so I'm going to finish out this chapter. And then tomorrow I'll pick it up again, as well as my other book. And then tomorrow we'll actually discuss the Wild Goose Chase book. Did I say tomorrow? It is 4:30. But yeah, it's 4:38, 4:39 now. But in the morning, it's May 27th on Saturday. Now, I'm gonna finish reading this book. But consider what I said. Okay? Consider what I said. Don't take it as a grain of salt. Because someone out there needs you. So if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the person that needs you, even if you don't know them. All right? So thank you guys for listening. Thank you. Good morning, breast friends. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome if you're new. So I'm just gonna kind of get the day started. I know y'all tired of seeing me in this bonnet. So I'm gonna attempt to wash my hair. I don't know how this is gonna go because, like I said, the tire pressure. The shower pressure is not very good. So we'll see. But before I actually do that and other, self-care things, I just wanted to, a thought came to me while I was having my devotion, which I still am having my devotion. I haven't finished, but I just kind of wanted to start my day before Levi gets up. Time now is like 11, almost 12 o'clock. Like I told you, I was not about to get up early today because it's Saturday and I went to bed at like 4 or something. So pretty much 5 o'clock I went to bed this morning. So I knew I wasn't gonna get up at 9 or 10. Yes, the time now is 11:30. So I just wanted to go into a thought that came to me while I was having my devotion. And the thought is manifestation. We ask for manifestation, but what is manifestation? What does it really entail? You know, and it's just like Sarah Jakes Roberts was saying in that message last night. I gotta find it so I can give it to you guys. But it's just like she was saying that God takes us through dark places. He takes us through things that stretches our faith. And when we ask for manifestation, we're not expecting a world of issues to come crashing down on us or to come our way, right? But that's what it is. So it goes back to the cliched saying, be careful what you ask for, or know what you're asking for. Understand what you're asking for, because you may think one thing. And so the message is the shadow of greatness. That's by Sarah Jakes Roberts. So that's the message. You guys can look it up, and I'll more than likely have a link below so you can click on it and watch it. But to get back to my point, do we know what we're asking for? If it sounds echoey in here, I should have probably connected my mic. Hopefully it doesn't sound too echoey. But do we know what we're asking for? Are we ready to take on the manifestation? When we say we're manifesting financial breakthrough, spiritual breakthrough, when we ask for these things to be manifested in our lives, do we really know what we're asking for? Because it all sounds so pretty. It all sounds so good. It sounds like, yeah, great things are about to happen. Like, this is about to happen, and we get all excited, but we are excited for the end of the breakthrough. We're not excited for what needs to take place in order for us to get to the breakthrough. And her message says the shadow of greatness, and she referenced, which makes sense in the thought that came into my mind as I was having this devotion about manifestation. Psalms 23, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So I know that this particular scripture has a particular meaning to it. We understand the surface meaning, but let's get deeper into what manifestation is. And manifestation is just as it says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So you will fear no evil. You will walk by faith and not by sight. You will hold God at his word, and you will take comfort in his word. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Right? So when we're asking for things, not just manifestation, but when we're asking for things, let's take in account what comes with that thing, what's attached to it. That's both good and bad, right? Good and bad things. I mean, we don't ask for bad things, but sometimes we ask for certain lifestyle and we don't realize what comes with that lifestyle. We only see the beauty, the glittery, the gold that the lifestyle offers, but we don't see the behind the scenes of it. And it's so important that we see what's behind those closed doors, or what's behind the scenes. And what's even more amazing is When I began going through my struggle didn't just start last year when I lost my job. It started right before I actually had Levi. And I'm not really going to go into details of what happened and all that stuff. But when I was going through my struggles, when it started, that was the scripture God gave me. He gave me Psalms 23. And although we've read it numerous times and we understand the surface meaning, but I swear to you, God always brings, on many occasions, he brings a different meaning, a different perspective on each and every single verse of that chapter of Psalms 23. And this is a new perspective. The manifestation, the shadow of greatness. And like I said, I'm not finished with my devotion, but I want to share a part of my devotion with you. So a month ago, I wrote, God gave me the steps to a purpose-driven life, and we'll get into that later. But he gave me the steps of a purpose-driven life, and I wrote out all the steps. And at the end of it, the last step is to walk into the unknown. And I asked God at the end of it, what is my unknown? And I didn't get an answer right away, and also I wasn't as focused as I should be. If I had been just a little teeny bit more focused, I believe I would have gotten the answer sooner. But it's exactly, today makes exactly a month that I asked that question. And my manifestation, my unknown is leaving the place that I resided for almost a year, and just walking by faith and clinging onto God's word and trusting him to show me the next direction. And just as her word says, the shadow of greatness. Your greatness, your breakthrough, your miracle is in the unknown. It's stored up in the unknown. So whatever it is that you're afraid of, whatever it is that you are shying away from, don't shy away from it. Push forward. Just take the leap of faith. But pray. Pray and ask God for clarity. Pray and ask God for directions. Because I prayed numerous times. Before I actually left, I prayed on more than one account. And I remember a few weeks ago, as I was putting Levi to bed, I kind of drifted off into sleep. And then for like maybe about 30 seconds or to a minute, and I woke up like I was laying there and my eyes was closed, and a thought came to me, loud, silent but loud, loud enough to get my attention. And I opened up my eyes and I stared deeply into, I wouldn't say the wall, stared at the wall, or the ceiling, but it was more so into like a dimension. And so the thought came to me and says, leave. Pack up all your stuff and leave. Get a hotel and leave. Do not stay here any longer. And of course I was just like, okay, God, But at the same time, I was like, of course, I was like, I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little teeny bit scared. And the only reason why I say a little teeny bit scared is because I had already know this. Because it was a part of one of the backup plans that I had. So I already knew that this was coming. It's just, so when he said it, I was like, okay. And then a few days later, I spoke to a friend of mine, and they declared that I should leave. And so I said, okay, that's it. That's the answer. And I'm gonna attach another thought to this when I come back. All right, you guys, I'm out the shower. I am about to get dressed. I did wash my hair. It worked out, so that's good. I just basically, I mean, I typically wash my hair in sections anyway, but I kind of just went a little slower and just I used a detangling comb, which whoever created that, genius, okay? Because that thing, it gets through, okay? With all these strands I got on my head, it gets through. So I currently have my hair in a slick back ponytail, which is typically how I do my slick backs. I have to wet my hair to be able to comb my hair. And if you just give me 1 second, let me just go tend to Levi really quickly, because he over here wetting up the place, literally wetting up the place. Zooming in, look at him, look at him, look at him. Crazy. Y'all, give me 1 second. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Down. My eyes is red. This is typically how my eyes get after I wash my hair. And honestly, sometimes I hate going outside after I wash my hair, because I swear to you, I think people probably think that I'm getting high in the house. And I come out, and what's crazy is because every time I wash my hair, I get hungry, because I'm in the shower for so long. So I'm always going outside to go get something to eat. So it looks like I got the munchies. I got the red eyes, and now I got the munchies. Crazy. But yeah, so I'm about to clean that up. I'm about to clean that up, and then I'm gonna clean up the bathroom, get us something to eat. I'm gonna make some coffee. I don't feel for anything heavy, because I had we had the pizza, and I had the fried calamari last night and some fries. So I don't really feel for anything heavy. I'm just gonna have a coffee and 1 croissant, and then I don't know what Levi, oh, he can have the pizza, and then we'll go outside, take him outside, let him, you know, play a little bit and stuff, and get out the house, and then, or the hotel. And then I don't know what our day is gonna consist of after that, but yeah, I'm just gonna get him out of this room so that he can see some sunlight and, you know, be outside. So yeah, all right, so I'll check in with you guys in a minute, and then y'all can get to see the product, the finished product. So yeah, okay, all right, so later, y'all. Should I do this one? Make breakfast. Levi's got his pizza. I'm gonna just warm up what I want to warm up, and then we'll also go into hold on, let me turn on this music so I don't get copyrighted. Yeah, so I'm gonna warm up what I want, and that's it. It's hot. yeah, so we'll go into, while I'm having my breakfast, we'll go into my devotions and the steps that will purpose in life. I'm also needing to finish my devotion. I'm not fully finished, but I also have either one or two great news. I can't remember right now. I'm really shocked, but my memory's shot. But yeah, I'm gonna share with you some great news, and then yeah, because I actually forgot to share with you guys yesterday. It was after I finished recording. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't talk about this. So I'm gonna put that in this video, and then we'll probably just go on for the rest of the day. And I believe I'm gonna take you guys with me as we hang out. So yeah, this is Levi. Please don't do that. Thank you very much. Y'all, look at this kid. I want him to be in the vlog as well, because, you know, just makes sense. Move this out of the way now. You're welcome, Levi. Yeah, I swear, every day God proves himself to me when it comes to providing. Like, it's just amazing. But yeah, every day God proves himself to me, because where most people would probably be like, go crazy, waiting for the change to come, and just probably losing it. I legit just have peace of mind. This isn't the place, as I stated yesterday, this isn't the place that I expected, the type of hotel that I expected to be at, or that I am used to. And when I tell y'all that I just have so much peace and just so much joy, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense, y'all. But it is what it is. You know, you just gotta make peace with your situation. As we talked about yesterday, just make peace with wherever you're at. And that's such a true statement. I'm learning that each and every day. This is giving New York dollar slice. It definitely tastes good, and I can't wait to eat. I can't wait to eat some later. But yeah, I just have so much peace. Doesn't make sense. So God makes it make sense. You know, He makes it make sense. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the pot to boil, the water to boil. I'm gonna get my coffee. I didn't show y'all before, y'all didn't realize I use this coffee, and my favorite coffee is hazelnut. So it's really good. I'm thinking what I should cook for dinner today. I'll save the chicken for tomorrow because I think I might fry chicken. And like, no, I won't. I might find something else. I don't know, but we'll probably do chicken and rice and peas tomorrow. Maybe not fry it, but we'll definitely do chicken and rice and peas tomorrow. I'm also thinking about going to church. I was gonna watch online, you know, so I'll just save, so I can just save money. I don't know, I think it's complication, and I'm thinking about like actually going just to show my face, just this one time, and then every other time I'll just watch online. But I don't know, we'll see. Because I really don't have any money like that, and I gotta save whatever I got. Gotta be wise, you know. Yeah. I'm gonna do that, and we gotta either extend this room by June 1st or move to a different room. And like last night I was thinking about how settled we are here already, and to kind of like move Levi up. You know, one thing he said to me that got to me was that he said he wanted to go home. He said that. He said he wanted to go home. Close the fridge. No, come, close the fridge.
No.
You want juice? Okay. Yeah, he said he wanted to go home. I don't know if it was last night or exactly when. I think it was last night. He said, go home, you want to go home. So I don't really want to shift up his environment too much. And I'm like, Levi, right now, this is our home. This is our resting place. And we just have to stay here until God finds us a home. Until our home manifests. We already found it. He's just working out the details. And stretching our faith. So let's just get going, because we literally gotta get going. Coffee ready. Transformed my life. Transformed my coffee drinking experience. Kind of miss like the little cup of little sauce. It's so cute. It made me felt Parisian. Living my best Parisian life. I think we should be good. It was a little bit frozen in the middle. There we go. Throw a little bit chocolate. That'll do. Alright. I feel like I could tell that it's not as strong. I don't know if it's this canister or because the other one
that I used to use, the original French press, that one, what you call it, that one definitely gets the job done. And my coffee yesterday wasn't as strong as I'm used to. Like the texture, the taste was just, it wasn't like what I normally have. So because the coffee is typically on the hotter side, I like to add a little cold milk, cold creamer to it, so that I can kind of like drink it immediately and not have to like cool it. Because y'all know that foam be tasting good. So let me just, I don't know, just want to mix around that thing. It's not as bad. It's not too bad. I'll be right back. Alright, so slanted. Alright. It's good to have familiar things. That's another thing that helps you to stay sane and at peace. No hard in this thing. What the hell? Not enjoying this this croissant this morning like I did yesterday. I'll do another one. Maybe it's the I don't know what that was. It was my fault first time. As always. As always. Let me just finish eating my croissant. And then we'll dive into the word for today. Mama always say, don't eat and talk, so. Alright, so let's go into, so it's a formula. A formula that God gave me to a purpose-driven life. All right, so the formula to a purpose-driven life. First, you have to make the decision to follow God. You have to make a decision. Are you going to follow God, or are you going to do your own thing? Because doing your own thing they both come with, you know, heartaches. They all come with their own challenges. But when you are following God, you're guided. No matter what you're going through, it's not the end. And he will always make a way for you. It's safe, right? But you do have to take out, you do have to take steps of faith. You have to take leaps of faith often when it comes to, you know, doing it God's way. You have to do these things in order for your faith to be stretched. And waiting also stretches your faith. So the first thing is you have to make a decision to follow Christ. The second thing is you have to establish trust. And how do we establish trust? We have to build a relationship. We have to work towards that relationship. We have to, you know, every single day, just like you get on the phone with your husband or your wife or your significant other, it's the same thing. You gotta wake up, you gotta go into devotion with God and having your devotion early in the morning. Now, I would say this, as a new Christian, as a new time believer, work with what you got and then work your way up to the early in the morning prayers, because I'm not a morning person, but if it works for you, it works for you. Don't get me wrong, I plan on, when I get my space, I plan on waking up early to get into the point where I'm able to wake up early and have devotion, and I'll probably just go back to sleep afterwards and then get up for the day later on, right? Around 7. But I do want to wake up early in the morning and, you know, get my mind right with God. So yeah, the second thing is establish trust. The third thing is deny self and follow his guidance with faith. So although we've made the decision to follow Christ, we're establishing trust, you also have to deny yourself. And the second and the third thing goes hand in hand, because in order for you to really deny yourself, you have to know that there's something that you can trust in, you can believe in. I think typically that's how human nature works, that's how psychology works. You know, we always want something to believe in. So denying yourself is utmost important. It's paramount in following God, because you can't want to do your own thing and say that you're following God, because at that point you're not. And he's not gonna go for it. Like, he's not going to jump on your bandwagon. You need to jump on his bandwagon, because he knows what's best for your life. And even in the simplest moments, Levi, get off the floor. Even in the simplest moments where we think that God is not in it, like even like getting dressed, right? We're putting together an outfit or something of the sort. Even when we think that God is not in it, sometimes we want to wear something that we think is cute. And not that it's not cute, you know, we fashionistas, right? But something that, there might be a better piece that works better with that outfit, right? So you choose one thing, and then your mind, like in your mind, you're so hell-bent that this is what you're gonna wear. And then it shifts, and then you end up having to wear something different, because either you didn't receive what you want to wear in time. Like, let's say you ordered something and you're waiting for it to come in and say, oh, this would be a cute outfit together. I really hope that my video is not messed up, because it was shooting in f30 35.5, I think, and that's not the frame it's supposed to shoot in. But anyways, so yeah, we think that one thing is gonna work, but then when we try this other thing, it's like, oh, whoa, like, God, you knew what you was doing all along. So even in the simplest things, such as clothing or anything at all, you know, we want to make a delicious meal, but we don't have certain ingredients, but we work with what we got, and we're sure, and God will fill the rest in. So his guidance is utmost important, and that's why we have to jump on his bandwagon, not ours. The fourth thing is you have to put in the work. You play a major part in your destiny, because faith without works is dead. You have to take the leap of faith. You have to, and that's why it's so important to establish trust. Because when you establish trust, you say, okay, well, you know what? I trust God to do with this. I trust God with my life. I trust God with my loved ones. And though it's not easy, I'm not saying it like it's easy and it's the most simplest thing to do. It's not. But when you actually... Can you stop? Do not bang it on the door or anywhere else. When you trust God with the things that you love, He's not going to disappoint you. We only feel disappointed because we have an expectation and we have a time limit on when God is going to fulfill this. That's why we feel disappointed. What did I just say? Can you listen? Listen what I'm saying to you. Pay attention and do as I say. So we only get disappointed when we have a time limit. And if we just remove that time limit, remove every barrier and every limitations that we have on God, we'll be far less disappointed. And I'm not saying this because I heard this a million times. I'm saying it because I'm experiencing it. And it's true. And I have experienced it in the past. I'm experiencing it right now, and I've experienced it in the past. And when I look back on my life, when I take inventory on all the things that I thought I wanted and actually wanted, and all these things, I realized that I'm only disappointed because of my expectations. Now, I'm not going to say this, I'm not going to say to you that there aren't other ways of being disappointed by God, because, like, for instance, when I explained the apartment to you, the situation with the apartment, that is not that I was putting a limitation on God or anything like that. It's just that everything that Levi, pick up your tablet. Pick it up and don't run the cart over your tablet, because if you break that tablet any further, I swear to God, you're not gonna like what's gonna happen. Pick it up. Pick it up. I have to get up for you to listen? Stop. I'm not playing with you. It's not a joke. Don't do that to your stuff. Anyways, y'all. So that, in a sense, you know, it's not that there was a limitation or anything. It's just that everything I was listening to all pointed towards me getting this apartment, and every, you know, sermon, and I prayed about it several times. And I'll show you, maybe at some point I'll show you guys, I don't know if it's going to be in this, but I'll show you guys a clip where the message directed to this on numerous occasions. It has. And so when it didn't happen, I was just like, dang. But I think maybe what it is that it's not that it wasn't meant to be. It's probably that God just rerouted me somewhere else. Because, hold on a second, let me just see something. Come and eat. You have food to eat, come and eat. So, yeah. So that's why I was like disappointed, that I was just devastated, because I was looking forward to moving into my own place. Those of you who have been at this at this place, you know what I'm talking about. You're looking forward. Everything in you, every fiber of your being is looking forward to moving into this place. And when it does not happen, when you know for sure that this is God and he said yes and it's about to happen, and it doesn't happen, you get disappointed. So yes, disappointment comes, but when we don't take a leap of faith, and when we don't, you know, trust God and all these things, all the steps that I've mentioned so far, and when we put a limitation on God, we get disappointed. So faith without works is dead, and you walk and you have to put your faith into action. It's an action word. Okay? Number 5, forgive yourself of the things you've done in the past. And this is a major one, because oftentimes we move on without forgiving ourselves with our past. Make peace with it. And get out of the bag. Why? Oh, no. What happened? No, leave your diaper alone. Leave it. No. Stop, leave it alone. So yeah, make peace with your past. Okay? Make peace with your past. Because you can't move forward without making peace with your past. With your past. Because you're always, when you think you move forward, and every time this thing comes up, you're gonna always have the flashbacks, and you're gonna always have that regret within you. And God doesn't want you to live with regret. He wants you to be free. Regret is a weight that's weighing you down. Let it go. The 6th thing, this is another powerful thing. This is another powerful thing. Another powerful step in the purpose, in living a purpose-driven life, or the formula to a purpose-driven life. Envision yourself, envision the person you want to become. How does he or she walks? How does he or she talk? How does he or she dress? How does he or she think? How does your perspective, right? What kind of things he or she fills their time with? What kind of car he or she drives? What kind of house he or she lives in? No, go sit down on that other chair. No. Okay. I'm a little bit busy right now. No, sit down. No. So, yeah. You have to envision yourself of the person that you want to become. And it helps. It definitely helps you to actually become that person. Fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I can say is that when I'm in a struggle, or when I'm dealing with a situation with someone, like my previous situation before coming here, in that situation, it's pulling out in me what I'm trying to kill, what I'm trying to allow God to kill. But when I walk out the doors, I am the person that I want to be. The way I talk is the way I want to talk as that person. I have a board on Pinterest that is the epitome of who I envision to be. That girl, that woman. She's strong. She's independent. She's ferocious. She is powerful, not with material things or not with a carnal strength, but she's powerful in the word. She's powerful and she walks with light. She is the light. That's me. She's unstoppable. Whatever she put her hands to, it turns to gold. It's fruitful. So every time I go on that board, I think about how I'm dressed, how I look, how I walk, how I talk, how I treat others. So envision yourself. That's number 6. Envision yourself. Number 7, understand your purpose. You have to understand what it is that God is trying to do in your life. And we talked about that yesterday, is that we have to know, in order for us to fully submit ourselves to Christ, he waits for us to understand the assignment. He waits for us. So you have to understand your purpose. When you understand your purpose, you're better able to navigate your journey. You have to evaluate your relationships. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they benefiting you? All of this matters. You have to evaluate your relationships, because in order for you to prosper and to go into the next level, the next season, the next chapter of your life, you can't go with everybody. You may want to take everybody with you, but you can't take everybody with you. Some people gotta fall off. And trust me, when those people start falling off, God's gonna put the right people in your life that's gonna carry you to the next level. It may be family, it may be friends, relationships, like romantic relationships, all of that. Evaluate your relationships. Number 9, open yourself up to new opportunities. God says he will place you in careers and positions you've never worked in or even have experience in. So that's why you open up yourself to opportunities. That's one thing about me. Sometimes I apply for jobs I've never worked in before. I've never experienced it. I don't have any type of experience in. But best believe I'm gonna trust God and I'm gonna do whatever research I can on that position. But as I'm applying for it, I'm praying over it. And if it's for me, then he'll make it happen. If it's not, then it's not. At least you learned something about that particular career while you're doing your research, so it works. Either way, you're still learning something, and that's what's most important. If we're not learning anything, then what are we really even doing, right? 1 second. Do you want the strawberry? What do you want to eat? Do you want orange? What do you want? Because I gave you pizza. Do you want breast? Wipe right here. Wipe it off.
Mom!
Yes?
It's coming again! It's coming again!
What's again?
It's again!
Again what?
It's again!
Okay. Are you gonna have breast? You have to come down. You can't let the camera, the people see you. Oh my God, he's so pretty. But yeah, okay. 3 years old, I'm still breastfeeding. I don't mind anyways. I said I was gonna stop when he's ready to stop, and he hasn't been ready to stop. He doesn't breastfeed as often as he used to though, but he definitely still does. So yeah, open up yourself to new opportunities. Ones you've never done before. Take chances, take leap of faith. And that's what the Wild Goose Chase, the book of the Wild Goose Chase is. It's doing something you've never done before. In that book, you know what? Let me finish out this and then we'll go into that, because I'm on the last point. So step into the unknown. That's number 10. And I actually mentioned that earlier before I washed my hair. Step into the unknown. When Ruth went to make herself known to Boaz, he let her know that he already know who she is, as he received a full report on her. The unknown is where your breakthrough resides. The breakthrough is the blessing. I'm gonna read that again in case you missed it. Step into the unknown. When Ruth went to make herself known to Boaz, he let her know that he already know who she is, as he received a full report on her. The unknown is where your breakthrough resides. So as I mentioned earlier, that I asked God, so this was on the 27th of April and today is the 27th of May. I asked God, what is my unknown? And I'm gonna be honest, I think low-key I knew that my unknown was me actually taking the step of faith. My unknown is one second, let me find it here. My unknown is me leaving the place where I reside to come into this place where I'm clinging to God. I'm trusting in God, and only he can make the way. Because the thing is, we have to give God something to work with. If we're not giving God anything to work with, then he can't do anything for us. If we're not trusting him and showing him and taking action and showing him that we are trusting him, this is a way, when you take a leap of faith, you're showing God that you trust him. And by that, he can then take that leap of faith and that trust and say, you know what? I see her. She's making progress, and she's trying. She's doing what I'm asking her to do, and she's being obedient. And he's gonna work with what you've got. And so I said to I wrote down, I said, I think I low-key knew that. I think I low-key knew this at that time, but I was too scared to admit it and actually do it. But thank God I have heard his direction and followed. I am excited to see my breakthrough manifest. And it was at that point that the thought came to my mind of manifestation, that a lot of time we manifest things. We're manifesting the house, we're manifesting the job, we're manifesting the husband, we're manifesting, you know, the finances, our businesses, we're manifesting a whole lot of things. But are we really ready for what comes with the manifestation? Or what comes with the manifestation in order for you to get to the point where it manifests? Are we really ready for it? Are we ready to go hell and back for it? If you're not ready to go hell and back for the manifestation, then honey, you need to stop talking. You need to shut up. Straight up. If you're not ready to go through hell and back for the thing that you're manifesting, because manifest, the word it's so popular today. It's the it thing. It's the new wave. Then don't say anything, because you're gonna have to go through the shadow of death, and you shouldn't fear any evil. You're gonna have to go through the shadow of death without fearing any evil, because God is with me. That rod and that staff, they comfort you, right? They comfort me. So if you're not ready to go to hell and back for it, then leave that alone. Don't just be on the new wave because it's the word manifestation or the word manifest is in. But I also like that we're learning how to use these words, and we're learning how to put them into action. So while it is the in thing right now, we're also learning how to utilize these words and to make them real in our lives. So that's my word for today. I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer in terms of this particular video, but yeah, And as far as the book on the Wild Goose Chase goes, as I explained to you guys earlier, is that the Wild Goose Chase is your journey with God. He's stretching your faith. He's bringing out something in you that you've never experienced before. You're reclaiming, it's a reclaim adventure with God. And you have to be ready. And when I say you have to be ready, is that when you say yes to God, it doesn't mean that your problems stop. It doesn't mean that situations don't get to you. It doesn't mean that you won't go through things. In fact, it's quite opposite. When you say yes to God, that's when the real trials come. Because the thing is with God, you have to, the fruits of the Spirit, He's given us the fruits of the Spirit, excuse me. He's given us the fruits of the Spirit, but they're all action words. So we get opportunity. When we ask God for something, God don't just give it to us. He gives us the opportunity to do them. And that's how we learn to do them. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch up with you guys a little later. I'm gonna go figure out what Levi wants to eat. And if he doesn't want anything to eat right now, we just go outside and come back. Because I was going to clean up, but honestly, I kind of want to get him outside. Because he looks like he don't want to be in this room. So, yeah. The camera just clicked off by itself. So, yeah, I'm going to figure out. I probably won't even stop to, you know, get him something to eat. Because he looked like he's going to go outside. And he'll forget, if I take him outside, he'll forget about food for a little bit. And then we can come back, he'll eat. And then probably just, you know, either go back outside or finish cleaning up here. But I really want to get him outside. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to catch up with you guys in a minute. I think I'm going to bring my camera with me. I think so. So we'll see. Alright. So let that resonate with you guys. Stop. Let that resonate with you guys. And if you haven't already had your devotion, I advise you to go have your devotion and let God lead and direct you. Alright? Later. 1 second. I've decided to follow Jesus. Alright. So we address, ignore this spot right here. Watch out. Dang. Okay.
Mom.
Yes, Levi?
It's
Hmm? Give me a strap. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Alright, so we're about to go out. Alright, let's see.
Mom. Mom.
Yes, Levi.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
I said dinner.
Hmm?
No again. No again.
Okay. See, my hair is still is still wet. So that's why you see these pieces are kind of like curling up, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna put any more gel in my hair. Yeah. You know what always amazes me? In the wintertime, sometimes I could go without lip balm. It's crazy. In the summertime, it's like right here starts to dry. It doesn't really show, but what? What are you crying for? Just that he's crying because he can't get this. I don't give him this because he stick his finger in it and dig it out, and I have no lip balm to use. So no, you can't have it. I'm using the Angel Elixir by Mugler. I've always liked the alien perfume, but I decided to try this one. I have a bunch of them. I have Alien, I have Goddess, I believe I have Goddess Elixir, and I have this. I actually had two of this. I had one for your pocketbook and then this style, this design. And I think in the last rental I had, I may have forgotten it in there, which is kind of annoying and crazy because when I double checked to see if I was missing anything, I didn't see anything. So I don't know, maybe it fell somewhere I didn't see. But this one smells so good, and this one with the what's the pink, what's the name of the pink one again? I can't remember the name of the pink one, but this with the pink one mixed together is bomb. All right, so we're about to go. I don't know where we're heading, and we're just going outside for a little stroll. So yeah. All right, you guys, so we are outside. I forgot that they had like this cute little spot behind me, if you can tell. Oh, that's a that's a different section. I forgot they had this cute little spot. Let me just show you guys right here that we could, you know, come out and just kind of get some outdoors time. Look at Levi doing his thing, being a baby. I'm glad that, so we're gonna stay right here. And let me just record a quick video. We are outside. I got the white balance fixed because I don't know what happened when I came outside, but it was just like not doing it for me. Let me go in the sunlight and test it out. I gotta go in shade. Okay, because when I first came out, it was like extremely white. See what I'm saying? It's like extremely white, but this is a little different. He's having fun. So yeah, I'm just sitting here watching him play until he gets tired or hungry, and then we'll be out. Later, y'all. Alright, you guys, so we are back inside. It's kind of crazy outside. So it's nice outside. It's really, really nice outside. I didn't get much footage of outside because my battery was dying, and I knew that it was about to die. I had like 2 bars left, but I had ended up forgetting. I forgot the other battery on the charger, but even so, it wasn't fully charged at the time when we were leaving anyway, so it's fine. I guess we can probably later on today, when it's not so bright out, well, I don't know, maybe after Levi finished eating his bun, we can probably go back outside, because just like I said, you know, I just took him outside to change his environment, get him to actually eat, because when I gave him the pizza earlier, as you guys saw, he refused to eat it after the first bite. So I said I was gonna take him outside, let him run around a little bit, and then when he come back, more than likely he's gonna want to eat, and that's exactly what happened. So he is eating his bun right now, and he has his juice, and we've got the TV going. So as soon as I walked outside, the white balance on the camera, it was like completely, the image was completely distorted, so you couldn't even see me. So I ended up having to turn off the camera, and when I got to a place where I can actually settle down and kind of like adjust back the settings and everything, that's what I did. But even so, because it's so sunny outside, it wasn't showing up. Like, you see my face right now, like you can see my face, but it was like a lot of whiteness around. So I don't know how I get rid of that. I do have a really good video of your vlogging settings, and I have been watching it from before I got this. Or what is he doing? Hey, you can't do that. I've been watching it a lot. I watched it a lot, excuse me. I watched it a lot, like before I actually started vlogging, like ever. From before the very first time I actually vlogged, I used to watch the video just to kind of gain, you know, figure out the settings and everything. And so just now I had to rewatch it, because I'm like, yo, what is going on with the camera? Why is it not, you know, cooperating? So I was able to fix it somewhat. So I don't know, we'll see again. I'm gonna end up going back outside soon. So there's a lady outside that was sitting underneath, like, so when you check in, there's like a little hut thing, you know, for you to check in, and then you walk over to whatever rooms or whatever section that you're at. And there's like a little garden section that it's like real nice and serene next door to that. You can see that it's a really nice little area. So Levi and I, so when I walked back the other way, the lady that was sitting there, I said hi to her, and then she started telling me, like, be careful, because there's a guy back there that's in the room towards the back, that takes pictures of little kids. Bro, what the heck? Let me pop y'all up right here real quick. What the heck? So I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, that's why the cops, she's like, you didn't see the cops outside last night? I said, I saw flashing lights, but I didn't come out, and I didn't see like the cops. I just saw the lights were flashing. She's like, yeah. She's like, originally they were here because someone, I think she said something about someone had high blood pressure and they needed, you know, medical assistance. But then eventually some cops came because he was cursing people out and cursing out the women and cursing the little kids and stuff like that. And they said that they have been trying, the hotel management has been trying to get rid of him, but because it's public property and because he pays his dues faithfully, so they can't really get rid of him. But if they put in a hold on y'all. If they put in a restraining order, that could be a step of them getting him out. So there's like, even though he's taking pictures of the, you know, of other people, they're like, or children, they said that they can't do anything about it because it's public property. So I'm like, isn't that invasion of privacy? It's like, if it's at your home and you're outside your home and you're taking pictures around, then that's a little different. But if you're actually like on public property, it's not really considered invasion of privacy. I didn't know that. I don't know how true that is, but that's, to me, that's just crazy. And what's funny is because when I walked back there, if Levi had kind of went a little further back, and I saw the person in the window, and he quickly closed the window and stepped away from the window. I guess he saw my camera. So when he saw the camera, it's like he don't want to get caught on camera. And I'm gonna actually rewatch that. Did I even have it recorded? I don't even know if I had it recording at the time when I was back there. But I'm gonna see and rewatch the footage to see if I actually caught him on camera, because that's crazy. I mean, I ain't doing nothing by it, but I'm just simply saying I just want to see like if I actually got him on camera. But ain't that wild? Like, that's, yo, people are just, she was just like, she just wanted to tell me because I have my son and, you know, and I'm a female and it looks like he is prejudiced to female, and it's what the heck? I was about to have a slip moment. I've fallen and I can't get up moment. Because back here is hurting. Get things in order. Sit by the window. So the good news, the great news is that, excuse me, I got a job interview this week. I had a job interview this past Wednesday. I'm just waiting to hear back about when the next second round of interviews are. They said that they would let me know. So hold up. Okay. No, because there was some kids that was like running. There was a little baby that was running in the parking lot, and then next thing I know I saw a car coming. It wasn't speeding or anything, but I just had to make sure that, you know, he was in a safe space. Anyways, so yeah, I got so I'm just waiting for them to basically get back to me on whether I move up to the second round of interviews. I believe it went well, but I haven't heard anything yet. And I did follow up with an email to say that, you know, thank you for your interest in me, thank you for the interview, and I rated, in my opinion, I rated how well the interviewer did. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. When they ended the interview, they stated that they would collaborate with their HR team and see who goes on to the next round of interviews. And it was actually 2 of us on the Zoom call. So it's with Verizon, but it's Verizon Home, Verizon 5G Home. So they're basically introducing 5G Home. I don't know if you guys know, but they're introducing 5G Home to the consumers. And so rather than using like the router, for those of you who do not know, but rather than using the routers with the cord, everything's gonna be cordless. You're gonna use like a SIM card, if I'm not mistaken, and then it pretty much works like that. So yeah, so the next surprise is, so I think sometime in April, I had gotten I was about to say email, but it's not an email. It was an Indeed message from a recruiter, and they basically were saying that it's a career change. What are you doing? He's just literally throwing the water. It's all. So yeah, so she had emailed me about an opportunity that you would meet. No, you eat it. I don't want it. You would meet in person, and basically it's almost like a job fair, but it's not a job fair. Let me move, y'all. Let me just move because I really don't want to get copyrighted for this. But she, are you okay? You're sleeping? You're tired? You want to go to sleep? Huh?
No.
No? Okay. But we're gonna vlog, okay?
Tablet.
Tablet. That's my iPad.
Pad.
iPad. Yes.
Pad.
Let me just put y'all over here.
Woo. Up it two. 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 Up it two.
Okay. Oops, can't really see me. Hold up, let me do this. Watch out, watch out. There we go, we just put it on the iPad.
Hi.
Listen, if you can't sit one place, you're gonna move from right here, okay? Because I need you to sit one place. So yeah, if my head's like halfway cut off, my bad. But yeah, so she basically had told me that it would be a career change, and she asked if I was interested in the position, or to come to see, you know, what it's all about, and they would meet in the office. And so this was I would say I want to say about a month ago I got this message, and I said yes, I was interested, but I never actually went because it was in an area that I just wasn't too keen on, and I didn't really want to be in that area. Turns out I'm already in this area, the same area that, you know. And she called me. So I had reached out to her and I said, hey, I don't know, I apologize for not following up with this opportunity, but I hope that it's still available. And she said yes, it is. And then she asked what day would be best for me and her to speak. And so she was trying to call me on the day when I was actually moving. She said that she would call me on that day, but I explained to her that I'm moving and stuff, and so I wouldn't be able to answer her call or, you know, sit down with her for a minute. So the day when I actually was waiting at the house, in at the old apartment to pick up the packages, she called. I got a phone call from her, and she said the opportunity is still available. She said it's more of like a talent agent, like a talent acquisition, I should say, basically. So that's what it is. It's a talent acquisition. I think the pay is $55 per year, which is really not bad. And I said to her, that is, you know, so I was transparent with her, and I told her my situation, and she said the next class is in July. And that's when I told her my situation. I said, listen, I really love this opportunity because it was after I did when she explained it to me, I did, you know, express to her that I really liked the opportunity. But then I also had asked her right after that, I said, how much is the pay? And she told me. So then I expressed again to her that I really am interested, but I wanted her to know that I'm not interested because of the pay. Yes, the pay is great and that's awesome, but I'm interested because it would be exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, so it would be exactly what I'm looking for. And then it's possibility, you know, moving up to like a leadership position in terms of working in HR and, you know, that upper management type deal. So I said to her that would be awesome. And also with the Verizon position also, it's more of a leadership program. So they're basically mentoring you, training you, giving you a whole new career change, and it's paid training, and you're pretty much on the fast track to become, what are you doing? You're pretty much on the fast track to become in a management position. So I'm super excited for those two things. I don't know which one is going to come through. They both pay well. I think the Verizon one pays a little bit more and it pays more frequently, but I would be happy at either one. I would be happy at either one. So and you also get commission with both of them. So they both have their salary base plus commission. So you know what I mean? So I've never worked in a commission, like, you know, role before, commission role, but I'm willing to do something different that I've never done before. So I mean, I'm still working on my personal goals, obviously, and my end goal is to, you know, to branch out, to, you know, create the different branches of the Breast Friend Moms, as well as my apparel line. So I'm still working on all of those. It's just that, baby, I need the funds. I need funds to, you know, support my lifestyle, Levi, and everything else, and the business. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really excited, because I'm just waiting to hear back. And I think I'm gonna call her on Tuesday if she doesn't reach out to me. And also I'm gonna call the other place on Tuesday if I don't hear anything back. This weekend is Memorial Weekend, so I'm sure there's a lot going on. Yes, baby. Huh? No, you don't throw it in there. Here, come on. No, come back.
Daddy hug. Daddy hug.
And her in her skinny ass soul. Have to get some. Smells like a fucking, you know, but you want to talk shit about it.
Don't dig it out. You're like a little doggy. Like a little puppy. Don't do it. Alright, you guys, so we're back in the room. We went outside for a little bit. He played, and I just, you know, stood and watched and play with him for a little bit. But out there's a little crazy. I don't really want to go out there too much, because yeah, what is Levi doing? No. It was from earlier. He broke it earlier. You're sorry? Listen, this is not okay, Levi. You're sorry. You shouldn't have done it in the first place. You shouldn't have done it. You hear me?
Sorry.
Anyways, so I'm about to end the vlog. I'm gonna close out the vlog right now. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we are back inside. I have been using my mic. I don't know how much a difference it's gonna make, but hopefully I can figure out how to get it to work, and hopefully it actually made a difference. So we'll see. I'm tired. I'm about to get dinner ready for him. I don't know if I'm gonna run to Target. I keep saying this. There's a possibility that I may run to Target to get juice, because tomorrow, I don't want to do it tomorrow when we're gonna be busy trying to cook dinner and stuff like that. So I don't know. I might go tomorrow. I might go. I just don't know. Like, I really don't feel like going back outside tonight, and plus his clothes is already off. So I might just figure out what's in there. But he's thirsty. Either way, if he gets too thirsty, he needs to drink some water. He needs to drink some water. So honestly, I'm not even stressing myself about it, because he doesn't drink enough water and he needs to drink water. So this might just be the chance for him to do so. He gets thirsty enough, he going for sure drink that water. So it's okay. We've been doing good lately, getting him to drink the water. Getting him to drink water. We've been doing good. So I've been like letting him, you know, if there's no juice, there's no juice. Drink the water. Force him to drink it. Sometimes if you don't drink an entire day, I used to feel bad. And not that I don't feel bad, but I realized that I have to put that feeling behind me, just leave it alone, because he needs to drink water. And if I continue to give him juice, I'm aiding to the problem that's happening. Levi used to do so well with drinking water and drinking natural juices, because that's what I used to make for him. Like, I never gave him artificial juice. It's only since we were living at his grandparents' house that he started drinking artificial juice. So, and it's not because we were living there. Well, technically, yes, I was, even during that time, I was juicing his juice until, not even gonna get into that, but yeah, eventually I stopped juicing and he started drinking natural artificial juice, and I don't like it. I hate it with everything in me. I hate it, because now he refused to drink the natural juice. Now all he wants is artificial, and I can't take it. Like, I only drink it now because he drinks it, and I don't drink artificial juice. I drink natural juice. But trust me, once we get our apartment, I'm buying me a real good juicer. And baby, when I tell you we're gonna be juicing and he gonna be drinking, because I'm not, when I tell you, I will not, swear, will not catch me buying no artificial juice. I'm not doing it. We gonna buy, you know, mango juice. I mean, we're gonna buy, you know, the fruits and stuff, pineapple, all that. Yep. But what I do buy for him now sometimes, I love Naked. This is something I personally love. I love the Naked juice, the mango one, the mango flavor. That's so good, and he loves it. So I buy that for him from time to time. It's just that I kind of have kept, I held off on buying it because he was drinking it quite frequently, and I realized he kind of got tired of it. So I've been giving him a break from that. But once we get our apartment, that's it. We're buying fruits and we juicing. If you don't want to drink it, that's on you. But you're gonna have to, you're gonna drink something, and it ain't gonna be artificial. So until you have to, it's almost like I have to starve him to that point. And when I say starve him, I don't mean like literally starve him. I mean like, you know, just get him to want to drink that and only that. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna eat. I know that there's rice and there might be a chicken in there. If anything, I might leave that for him to eat, and then I eat something else. I can eat shrimp. They have shrimp in the freezer, so I can eat shrimp. I think, oh, there is some ramen here. I don't know if you'd want the ramen. So lately he's been opening up his appetite for more things, and he started eating bacon and sausage. When he was younger, his other family, they used to give him like little bites of bacon, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like it because he was still young, like young, and I didn't like that because I didn't want him to have all that fat and grease on his chest and in his stomach so early. I personally don't give Levi junk food. Levi don't really eat junk food like that. But it was since, listen, we're not gonna get into that because anyways, the point is that I like the natural way, and it's what I've been wanting to raise my son on. It's what I started raising him on. But we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it. So it was so nice spending the day with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Yay.